Everyone is looking at Tesla, Nvidia, Apple, but why the crowd chases giants, quite money is being made in the shadow. They just make them cool. Now I'm going to talk about two penny stocks that are hiding under the radar with the potential to 4x your portfolio before the market even notice. These are not meme stock. They've got catalysts, they've got real business models, and of course, insiders are loading up big time while no one is watching. Now, if you miss any of the last bull run, especially when it has to do with Nvidia, please don't miss this. I'm going to show you the names of these two penny stock that I am currently watching, and now you can position yourself there. First of all, I'm Trader Kessy, an educator and investor. I know say you know me before, but I help beginner traders and investors cut through the noise, trade with clarity, and understand how to actually grow wealth in the market. I've been in this game for over 10 years, survived massive brutal cycles, emotional roller coasters, and I'm here so you do not have to learn the hard way. So yeah, we will continue with our today class story. Okay, now let me show you the two names I'm watching and why they could explode next. You don't ready to see them? Okay, number one, Faith Therapeutics and White Oak Therapeutics. Now for Therapeutics, the symbol is FATE. For White Oak Therapeutics, the symbol is WHWK. So now let's look at some key informations about Faith and White Oak Therapeutics. Now the ticker for Faith is FATE, like I earlier mentioned. Then the company's name is Faith Therapeutics. They have a market cap of $183 million, a float of $115 million, and the price is currently at $1.67. For White Oak, the ticker or symbol is WHWK, and it has a market cap of $83 million with a float of approximately $47 million, and then the current market price is $1.96. Now, film the details, film them well. Now, let's look at Faith as a whole. Then we'll talk about White Oak later on. Now, for Faith, a number of us are not familiar with this particular company. They have a business model and they are focused on key therapies that are focused or that are centered on cancer, tumor, and the likes. So the goal of Faith is to produce lab-grown immune therapies aimed to fight disease. Now, their business focus is iPSC-derived CAR-T and NK cell therapies. Now, when we talk about iPSC, it simply means induced pluripotent stem cells. Now, what this means is they are like regular cells in the body that scientists take out and reprogram into a stem-like cells that can turn into any type of cells used for research or therapies, more or less like giving these old reprogrammed cells a new life and a new tax. The lead asset for Faith is FT819 CAR-T and FT576 CAR-NK. Now, FT819 is a type of engineered type T cells, basically produced from stem cells. They target a particular protein called the C19, which is found in certain blood cancers like leukemia and the rest. So this CAR-T, it be like grammar, make I break them down. You know when you get car and you put tracker inside, when it lost, you say, oh, no worry, my tracker go find them, right? This CAR-T functions like that. So when you say CAR-T, they are like T cells. When we talk about T cells, we talk about a certain type of white blood cells. We know it's white blood cells they now. They are taken from a person's immune system. They are reprogrammed in the lab to act like a tracker with the aim of finding and attacking only cancerous cells. Just like shoot on sight, aka sniper. You get? That's what Kessy is. And this is one of the major projects that Faith is handling, called FT819. Then the second one, FT576NK. NK, not be person name. NK are natural killer cells. It dey everybody body. It dey part of our white blood cells. Now, normally these NK cells, they can recognize and kill cancerous cells, but the lifespan too short. So it dey active, but not they work for long, go fizzle out. Hence, there's a need to enhance its ability. But inside this therapy now, they will modify it to make it not just stronger, but to make it last long during combat against these cancerous cells. So the main difference between this is like NK now from our immune system, so it is safe and may not last long. But now, when they re-engineer this NK, go make them this stronger and to last long, to carry out the very purpose when they do them for. The goal for Faith, beyond their business focus, like I mentioned, is to grow lab-grown, is to produce lab-grown immune therapies to fight disease. What they try to talk, we say, yes, our immune system, they okay, but make we enhance them, make we power them. You get? So that's the goal for Faith. Now, let's talk about their current price. It is 1.55 as of today. Price fee don't change depending on when this video go dey released. So with a short-term price target of 3.6 to 5.4. Price currently dey 1.5, and if he pump, if he move to $3, $4, $5, the current weekly low is sitting at about 0.66 cents. The recent support is $1.38. So anytime we see this price pull back, an opportunity for most investors to key into it. And as a matter of fact, the company's next earning, when they go declare profit, when they don't make, and when they go also update us on these two lead assets, when they get the FT819 and the FT576 trials, that now when most investors will take them very serious, because it will be like the first catalyst to say, what did this people they do? It did well, it did solid. Let's pump more money into it. So, if we talk about the White Oak Therapies. White Oak Therapies, the symbol or the ticker na WHWK. Let's look at the price, and then we'll look at the focus. For the focus, they are focused on producing antibody drug conjugates. Antibody drug conjugate. Now, I will take my time explain this thing, because before now, this company, White Oak, their previous name was AADI Bioscience. As at March 19th, 2025, they did a change of name, right? Because this company basically a biopharmaceutical company. So they emerged from rebranding. So that rebranding now, this is their current focus. They are focused on producing and developing antibody drug conjugates aimed to treat solid tumors, cancers, and the likes. So currently they have 3 preclinical ADC assets within 15 months. For Faith, they have 2 assets. So when we talk about preclinical ADC asset, I will take my time explaining them as we move forward. And now currently they have no public trial data yet. So most of these things, they pipeline. So when we talk about pipeline, not be where they pass. So pipeline just be like the workflow and the way these people take the update us. So it is simply like the way this drug, when you say, oh, go do this particular thing according to scientists, the way company will develop them from the early stage, from research to clinical trials, then possible approval before they will start to use them for mankind and for consumption. So it just be like workflow. You get? So with $83 million market cap, it's a small base. Now, but this is why a number of us should not ignore this. The key triggers for this is a preclinical update. Very soon they're going to update us about their 2 major assets, and then the IND submission partnership. So they want to partnership with as regards some of the things in their pipeline, and they go update us as at that time. So investors are key to those updates and information, as that will determine their buying behavior. The current price for White Oak is $2 as at the time of this particular video. Now, the short-term price target is $5 to $10. You see, seeing a massive move now this thing will produce. It's currently sitting on a $1.27 support, meaning most investors are eyeing this position to buy more. So, when we talk about the investment opportunities for Faith Therapeutics and White Oak Therapeutics. Number one, as it stands now, this is a high risk because both of them, they are in early stage. Notice I explained pipeline. As they dey early stage, it is based on trial, 50-50. Now, what this thing mean be say, make I break down something. All of these things, the Faith Therapeutics and the White Oak Therapeutics, this asset when they get, you know, say they will pass through preclinical testing and the early stage lab testing and all of that. Now they'll come move into clinical trials. Clinical trials, they go do, they get phase to test, they get phase to see the effectiveness, then they get another phase to still say, okay, this thing, make we test them on a large scale, make we see whether they work, just like it don't work on small samples. Then after that, they'll come put 1 or 2 review, then approve before they'll come say, okay, make we start to commercialize them. So as it stands now, because all of these are in early stage, it is posed as a high risk. Now we say this thing are for investors when get big eye and the opportunity to spot undervalued assets. So number 2, get high reward because these are tech-driven biotech and they have a low float. The reward will be like when buying Nvidia when it newly come out. You see the AI boom and all of those FOMO. Now, so these ones go be. So people want position now. It be like person when you deal with when he dey in a low state, as the person blow, go say, that's my friend, that's my friend. So the potential massive, and it is perfect for traders with risk tolerance. Meaning, why you expect those their clinical updates and their partnership updates? If you dey trade them, make your small money come back. Make your small money come back. Then lastly, it is perfect for investors with a long patience group. Not be say you buy this thing, they say now, it go up. No, all of these key triggers and updates when I don't give you, now be the things when they pipeline, when go make this thing a massive project. Before investors will start to the key in later, the early investors when key in now go reward massively. But of course, they must get long patience group. Now, these are key informations that I think that we need to watch out for. At the end of quarter 2, every quarter, at the end of quarter 2, they would announce their earning profit when they don't make so far. They will announce any news updates. So we need to also monitor White Oak for their data as regards their preclinical assets and then partnership news. And this is for investors. We would be looking to buy Faith and White Oak in coming weeks. Not joke with this thing. We'll be looking to buy this in coming weeks. So it's important you put body for this. So make we open curtain, make we go check our charts for the technicals when they involve. All of these things I've spoken about is around their fundamentals. So make we head over to the chart, we'll look them, we'll see how we fit a position using the chart. This is the chart for Faith. You can see support region. You can see the resistance area, and that's why it's currently reacting. So around all of these areas are possibilities for investors to take in and position for the next buying activity. Now, this is another support area. Investors can key into, right? So this is very, very important as faith is in a support area. So investors are keen into this as well. So this is for the White Oak Therapeutics, currently at 2.10. So it's scalable. Now, but I would advise, we're looking at a technical, so I would advise that knowing fully well that this stock, just like I've outlined for the investment opportunities, are high risk, high reward. It is also important to note that they are not just safe stock. That's why they are penny stock. So if you are comfortable with risk, this is where the generational wealth resides. This is where that big money that you're expecting resides. Because imagine you're getting this at a cheap and discounted price, and as soon as those triggers are in line, the price would soar, and you, as part of the early investors, will be able to cash in on massive profit. So these are the two penny stock that has the ability to 4x your portfolio, 5x your portfolio, and 10x your portfolio, depending on your patience and your capital involved. So that's that for Faith Technicals and White Oak Technicals. Now, let me know your biotech watch list. If this video has helped you, if this video is valuable to you, kindly like, subscribe, and turn on your notification bell icon. And of course, don't forget to just keep this video to yourself. Share it with as many people as possible who would also gain value from this. Until we see again in subsequent classes, in another video, stay profitable.